Hi. Hi everyone, it's me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alanna and I'm a Canadian, but I have been living here in the UK for the last 6 years, and guess what? We are once again packing because I am actually going home. I haven't been to Canada since September 2020. Yes, it has been a long time. In fact, too long. But that changes tomorrow. So, currently doing this. I've had a little bit of drama with the actual flight itself, which just fills me with so much confidence. Basically, we booked the flight. It was gonna leave at 1:30. We get an email shortly after that saying, hey, we've rescheduled this to 11 a.m. I said, that's fine. Thank you for telling me. Today, I got an email. We're flying with WestJet for the first time in a long time. I get an email from WestJet saying, hey, it's 24 hours until your flight, time to sign in or check in, whatever. I'm stressed, all right? So I click the link to check in and WestJet tells me, no, it's too early. And I'm like, what is going on? So I found out on the WestJet website that our flight, which is now 11 a.m., is actually 2:30 p.m. It has been changed once again, although WestJet hasn't told us that, and Expedia, which we booked the flight through, hasn't told us that. So I'm just like a little bit on edge, to be completely honest. So plan right now is to wait until 2:30 p.m. today, which will be 24 hours until this supposed new flight, and fingers crossed that we can check in. If we can't check in at that point, then I'm gonna have a little bit of a meltdown and then have to deal with that some other way. But in the meantime, I'm doing this, packing. What do you pack for Canada? Good question. Bathing suits is one thing, which I'm very excited for. Hopefully it's gonna be nice and sunny. And then basically pajamas, because that's typically what I wear for the entire time that I'm there. So until I can check in, I'm just doing this. Packing. I'm a bit clammy, to be completely honest. I got my hair cut, which is why it's actually like styled. Don't get used to it. It's never gonna happen again. And that's the story here. So just a bit stressed. Gatwick to Toronto, London Gatwick to Toronto, Ontario. It's about 7.5 hours, which kind of sucks. And to be honest, going to Canada is so much worse because you travel during the afternoon. So it's not like you can just sleep. I don't want to sleep at noon, right? So you're just kind of like watching movies the whole time. Somebody actually mentioned that I could do some editing. I do all my own video editing, for better or for worse. I'm so sorry. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll actually edit on the plane, which would be a great use of time because I got so much editing to do anyway. It just means that whoever sat beside me is going to see me editing videos of myself. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, sorry, can I come over here? Just take a squat. Anyway, I'm going back to Canada and I'm nervous and I'm excited. And I just want the day of travel to be done already, to be completely honest. But I will be doing the odd bit of filming in Canada, so if you have anything that you'd like to see, let me know. And fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Anybody want a loofah? All right, I gotta finish packing, and then I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna try signing in. Nope, I'm gonna try checking in a couple of hours. All right, well... Fingers crossed, everybody. Hey everyone, welcome to Ontario. So I am here at home in Ontario. Let me just tell you, 32 degrees right now. Humidity is through the roof. It actually just started spitting because we're supposed to get a huge thunderstorm. So I thought now would be a great time to catch up. I don't know if you guys can hear a little bit of rain. You've got some Canadian wildlife, the ambient noises of Ontario. I am absolutely sweating through my clothes right now. So a little bit of rain is actually perfect. So I have actually been home now for almost a week. What have I been doing? Relaxing, lots of family stuff, lots of just being at home type stuff. This is actually the longest time I've been away. Normally I come home each year, usually like every summer, but because of recent global events, it's pretty much been 2 years, nearly. But I'm happy to be home. I actually really miss the heat. I know England is having a bit of a heat wave, aren't you guys? Thankfully here we have a pool and we have air conditioning, so it's a little bit more manageable. To be honest, I'd rather have a heat wave here in Ontario than back home. So, well, what have we been doing? That's a great question. First trip was the grocery store. So we went to Fortino's, which annoyingly everything is like a little bit more expensive than other places, but they have some really interesting stuff and stuff that you can only get at Fortino's, like just all the different stuff. It kind of reminds me like Marks and Spencer. Like you're paying a bit more, but they usually have some cool stuff. So we went to Fortino's, stocked up on all the goodies that I could find. Wow, groceries, you guys. When were you going to tell me that Canadian groceries are through the roof? When did that happen? Anyway, so we got some snacks, hung out here in the backyard, the back garden. We do have a pool here and we do have a hot tub. It's quite spoiled, to be honest. I love this house. I love this backyard and I missed being outside. So some of my favorite snacks and junk food that I always get here, Tostitos. I know for a time you could get Tostitos in the UK, but they never were quite the same, and I haven't seen them in a really long time. But lime Tostitos, wow, a work of art. I also always get these silly little fruit gummies. Honestly, the best gummy I've ever had. I don't know what it is about these, but they're truly divine. Also, other snacks like Miss Vicky's are one of my favorite chip brands here in Canada. They have this like chili sour cream, I think it is. It's unbelievable. I can't even describe to you. They also have a really good salt and vinegar, which I've already had and didn't take a picture of. I ate them too quickly. What else did I have? Ranch dressing. Because why not? Anyway, it's kind of hard to believe that it's already been a week. I know I haven't like done a lot, but it feels like the time has just gone really quickly. What else is there to catch you guys up on? God, I'm so sweaty. Don't worry about it. Oh, flying. Flying seems like a distant nightmare. So, it's quite a long story, but let me just give you the short version. While we were on the way to the airport for our 11 a.m. flight, it was rescheduled to 2:30, but because we were already going, our boarding pass still said 11. We went to the airport early. We were rescheduled for 2:30. We didn't actually take off till 3:30. Then it's a 7.5 hour flight. It was a long day, but for any people watching, we have a big issue at Pearson, which is the big airport in Toronto, and a lot of people have asked me about it. We had no issues at Pearson. Fingers crossed you guys have the same result. A lot of people have been asking me about it, whether they're traveling in or leaving Pearson. We had no issues getting off the plane, no issues with customs, baggage, none of that. It was absolutely fine. It was great. It was just that our flight was rescheduled in England. Now that may be, if it was coming from Toronto, that it was really delayed in Toronto. I don't know. And I guess we will find out when we go back to England in a couple weeks. Oh, fish and chips. I went out for dinner with my sister and my partner and got some fish and chips. It was truly lovely, delicious. Made me think of England. It was great. And otherwise, I've been working on my tan. To be honest, working on my tan. Here in Southern Ontario, we have really beautiful, hot, sweaty summers. I think a lot of people think of Canada and they think it's like snowy and cold and horrible. We have the best summers, honestly, here in Southern Ontario. It's truly wonderful.
I'm not sure I understand.
Excuse me? Anywho, I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm not sure what the plan is for this video. We're just gonna find out, see what happens. Alright, I think someone's about to mow their lawn. I don't know if you can hear that. I think it's time to go inside. I need a drink.